Hello, friends. All right, so wait for a few more minutes to get started. I'm gonna go ahead and post the shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all the makeup and everything I'm gonna be using. And I'm gonna show you guys, my full coverage favorite makeup routine that I haven't done forever. This used to be like my signature foundation coverage, so I'm super excited for today. So a little bit about this makeup look. So like you guys know, I've been doing this for over 5 years, and when I first started, I had really bad skin. I had really bad dark circles. I had really oily skin. I had a lot of discoloration in my skin. I also had no idea what I was doing as far as makeup application went. So when I first started playing around with makeup, I was never, to be totally honest, I was never happy with the coverage. It was never enough coverage. I still felt like I wanted more foundation to hide my skin because it was just so all over the place. Since then, my skin has gotten, I'm a whole different face from how it was then. And if you guys have seen my before and afters from years ago, you can attest to this. And honestly, that goes for the skincare. My skin changed because of the skincare that I use. However, I realized that if you're new here, or maybe you haven't tried this makeup or the skincare yet, maybe you're in that realm of where you never feel like there's enough coverage. If there's your skin that you're trying to hide while you heal it with your skincare, I urge you to try this routine. I feel like you're going to really like it. It's really good for mature skin, oily skin, dry skin. It's good for everyone, every skin type, every skin texture. If you are looking for a coverage that is going to hide, this is it, okay? So first thing we're going to start with is pre-makeup routine. I've already put mine on, but I'm going to go over what I have on. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I wash my face. Then I use my rose water. I spritz my rose water all over my skin, and that's like my daily moisturizer. And I do this because it's technically a toner, but it does provide moisture. Awesome. Thanks, Tammy. So, that's what I use for my rose water, or for my moisturizer, rose water. And then I go into my eye cream. I apply that on my under eyes. I apply it on my laugh lines. I apply it on my eyelids. I actually just started applying it on my eyelids within the last couple months, and I already see a huge decrease of darkness and redness on my eyelids. I used to only do it on my under eyes, and I just recently started doing it on my laugh lines because I was hearing that's really good. If you want to hide wrinkles, gotta heal them. And the way to heal them, oh my gosh, thank you for commenting. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. How to heal dark circles. The eye cream is amazing for that. So using your eye cream, and then after we've done our skincare routine, then we're going to go in with our pre-makeup routine. Pre-makeup routine is 2 things. Setting spray, the Touch Behold translucent, it is, I guess. Touch Behold setting spray all over your face. And then after you apply the setting spray, then you're going to go in with the mattifying face primer. You're going to apply this all over your face. I apply it on my lips. I apply it underneath my eyes really well. And then you're going to want to press it in all over. Once you do that, then you're going to spray again with the setting spray. So setting spray, primer, setting spray. That's the routine that you want to make sure you start off with if you want the perfect coverage. And why this matters with how good your makeup looks and how good the coverage sits is this going to provide like a veil over your skin. It's going to provide an even surface for your foundation to sit on top of, so it's not absorbing into your fine lines, wrinkles, large pores. So some people are like, how do I hide wrinkles? This is how you hide the wrinkles. You want to fill them in essentially with good products so your foundation sits evenly on top of them. So setting spray, primer, setting spray, and I use the mattifying face primer. Then we're going to go with this. We're going to use the powder concealer brush, and we're going to go in with the BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer. I'm going to use it in the shade Honey today, and we're going to apply just a touch of that on top. Then we're going to go in with our Liquid Touch Foundation, this guy right here in the shade Lace. I've already shaken mine up beforehand just to make sure that it provides even more coverage. And then you're going to want to use about 2 or 3 drops of that on top. So with those 2 mixed together, here, see where I'm going with this? Then we're going to dot this around our skin, and I'm telling you, this is going to provide the most phenomenal, full coverage, hydrating amazing foundation coverage. And we're going to apply it with the powder concealer brush. One, just to get it up on there real quick, real fast. But two, I feel like it applies it very evenly, so you're not going to get that chunky, cakey area. So why this coverage is amazing. So you get the hydration and that really nice decrease of redness and discoloration from the BB Floss. Also has a natural SPF in it. And then you also get the full coverage, the satin finish of the Liquid Touch foundation. So these two together, I'm telling you, are going to equal the perfect coverage, whether you like full coverage, because you can use them together, you can use them separate. Many of you guys already have these, many of you already have this. Put them together, I'm telling you, you'll be obsessed with this coverage. All right, so I'm gonna go in with just a teeny tiny bit more. So again, just a little bit of our BB cream on top of our brush, and then just a touch of our Liquid Touch foundation on top of that. I did like half a little dropper. And then we're gonna just dot this around our skin. I'm not really blending in, I'm more so just kind of moving it around. And then I'm gonna take my brush and I'm going to wipe whatever's left over on my damp blending bud. Has to be damp, has to be the blending buds from Unique. Yes, the dream team, I love that. Then you're gonna wanna go over this everywhere. So this is gonna be really important because this is what is going to give you that really soft complexion. It's going to press the makeup down in a place rather than buffing it all over. This is going to minimize the appearance of pores. It's going to minimize the appearance of fine lines because it's going to compress that makeup down versus just kind of smooshing it all over. Hello, hi guys. I always use another skincare regimen and always breakouts and stop never with Unique. Love this brand. Awesome. I'm so glad. If you guys need any skincare regimen, or help picking out your skincare, just comment skincare and then comment what type of skin you have, whether it be oily skin, dry skin, whatever. And if you need help picking out your makeup, if you need to be color matched for the liquid foundation, for the BB cream, both, comment color match down below and I will private message you a full recommendation on what you should use. All right, so now that we have our foundation on, hydrated, full coverage, now we're gonna go in with the Skin Solution Concealer. We're gonna use it in the shade Organza. So like I was saying before about if you have anywhere you're trying to hide, you have dark circles, you have acne scars, you just have really severe whatever on your skin, you're trying to hide it. This concealer is amazing. It has caffeine infused in it, so it's going to give you an instant little eye lift. It also is going to be the most opaque, meaning you can't see through it concealer. It is amazing for providing that really wonderful coverage. So I apply it in an upside down triangle shape to elongate my under eye. Gives me a really nice little brightening effect. But if you have more fine lines and mature skin, I actually have tutorials on how you should apply your concealer, which is basically a little line here and a little line here, and then you'll blend in. So that is going to just make sure that you're using less of the product and not overdoing it and causing it to be kind of crepey from overusing the product. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Touch Behold translucent setting powder. So this is a really good product if you have oily skin. This is also going to be a really good product for absorbing any of that oil or the sweat or humidity. If you work in a kitchen, it's phenomenal. If you work outside, if you live somewhere it's really humid, all amazing for the setting powder. So something else that's going to be really, really great with the setting powder is that it minimizes the appearance of pores. So if you have really large pores, this is also a really good product for that. So you're just going to basically pop that all over. And like I said, what this does is it's going to draw out the oil and set the makeup. So my concealer sponge and my foundation sponge are both damp. The one that I just used with the setting powder is dry, although I spray it with a setting spray, just kind of mist it, so it kind of clings onto the setting powder, adding a little bit of moisture into that powder so it lies not drying. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we're going to set all over using our pressed powder. So I'm going to use a pressed powder in the shade Taffeta. You guys know how much I love this pressed powder. It is so incredibly silky soft. It is so amazing for mature skin, fine lines, wrinkle skin, whatever it is, you can use this pressed powder. It has shea butter infused in it, also a natural UV protectant, and it is so amazing for your skin. It also provides more of a light to medium coverage. It's going to set the foundation. So if you have more normal skin or more dry skin and you don't want to use a setting powder, you can actually set your foundation using this. But you have to try it. It's so good. Yes, absolutely. Definitely, definitely. I love the setting powder and the pressed powder. Okay, so there we have it. There's our full coverage. Beautiful coverage. Isn't that amazing? Like, bye-bye dark circles, bye-bye acne scars. Amazing. So, so good. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our bronzer. So we're going to go in with the Beachfront bronzer. This is going to be so incredible for contouring. So while supplies last, excuse me, there's the shade Sunset is still available. So make sure you grab that color before it's gone. This is my favorite product for contouring and for bronzing because it just is the perfect combination. I'm using it on top of the tapered blusher brush, and this is going to be the best brush for contouring and bronzing because of the way that it's shaped. It's the perfect amount of tapered, it's a perfect amount of fluff. It is so good. Yes, this coverage is so, so good. If you have not tried it, make sure you do. Everything I'm using is available on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And if you need to be color matched for any of this makeup, just comment color match down below. And I'll be so happy to help you. All right, so with this, I'm just following the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth. And I just kind of pop it into those hollows. Swirl, just like this. So easy. A caveman could do it. All right, so now for today's blush, I'm going to use the shade Sisterly because this is my favorite. As you can see, it's like almost gone. I'm going to use it on top of the setting powder brush, which technically this brush is for the setting powder, like the prime to set powder. But I love this brush for blush. It just applies it so evenly and so softly, which I love. And again, we're using the shade Sisterly. This color is so pretty because it's going to illuminate our cheek structure. Provides a very beautiful and very soft pink hue to our cheeks, our skin, without overpowering it. Isn't that pretty? Again, that's the shade Sisterly. If you haven't grabbed it yet, highly recommend. And then now we're going to go in with the Touch on Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly. We're going to pop this on the tip and bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, and then highest parts of the cheekbones. And this is going to give you that really pretty illuminized look. What's the best coverage for dry skin? Full coverage. I would try this one, honestly. I love the Liquid Touch and the BB Flawless mixed. But if you're looking for one singular coverage, the stick foundation would be what I would say for you, Stephanie. All right, so now let's do our eyes. We're going to go in with the eyeliner in Perfect. Draw this on our waterline. I love this eyeliner. It's only $15 by itself, but it's actually on sale in the June special. And it glides right on, stays where you put it. Oh, it's so, so pretty. All right, so for brows, we're going to do the Brow Duo. This has the pomade and powder in it. And we're going to take the spoolie brow brush. So I always tap into the pomade on both sides, tap into the powder on both sides. I unfortunately don't have the pencil yet. It should be coming in the mail today. But it didn't come in time for our live. I'm sorry, but it's okay. The next time I go live, I'll be using that. Yeah, Fancy's in the house. The blush brush is the best. It really is. I love how fluffy it is. How floofy. All right, so for brows, let's talk brows. Brows are going to be super important. If you are not doing your eyebrows in a makeup routine, once you start doing it, you're going to be like, I'm never going back. It really makes a difference. It frames your face. It gives your eyes the more, it gives the illusion that you have way more room for eyeshadow. It just overall gives you such an incredible little structure to your face. Highly recommend to make sure to do them. And then if you're looking for good brow products that are easy to use, that are manageable, and that help your brow hair to grow, definitely grab the Duo. It's so good. Practice with the inner eye with the eyeliner. So you can just kind of lift up your eye like that and then draw it on too. That's an easy way to do it. So you don't have to like be afraid of poking yourself in the eye with a pencil. But the eyeliner in Perfect is what I used for mine. Highly recommend. It's super, super easy to use. And I love that it actually stays put. Doesn't like build up or anything. Products that reduce pores. There's quite a few that really help. The setting powder is a really good product for that. The mattifying face primer is really good. The rose water. You can actually message me if it's easier, Jennifer, and I can give you a full list. I've never done any brows. What do you recommend for newbies? Personally, I think these products are the easiest. This is the Brow Duo, the pomade and powder with the brush, because you just, it just gives you a, I feel like with a pencil you push really hard, and this you push a lot softer, so your brows actually tend to turn out a little bit more natural looking. So I personally would recommend these. And then if you're not sure what brow color you are, just message me here on Facebook and I can give you a full recommendation, including your brow color. I'm using the shade Brown. And what I'm doing is I'm just simply like following the natural shape and direction of my eyebrow. And I actually have more detailed tutorials on how to do this as well, saved here on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, and on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. And as you see, I just kind of follow the natural shape. And then you could always take your spoolie side, kind of comb through, just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so now for eyes. We're gonna do a kind of a fun eye look today. Kind of something more darker than I normally do, I should say. But I'm excited to see how it turns out. So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna put some of this stuff away. Okay. We're gonna go in with the color Astute. Okay, we're gonna do the shade Astute. I feel like I go with this really, if you have no arch, do you make one? I wouldn't force an arch, I would just simply follow the natural shape. So for example, perfect example, this side of my eye has a really intense arch. This one doesn't really, it's more of like a round arch. I don't force this to match this. My eyebrows are different. It is what it is. So don't force like something different, because that's when you're going to be like, oh gosh, it looks weird. It doesn't look natural. It's not supposed to look natural because that's not your natural eyebrow. I'm telling you, follow the shape. Follow the shape and then color in. Hello from Tennessee. Awesome. Aw, thank you. All right, so we're going to go with the fluffy crease brush and we're going to take the shade Astute. Like I was saying before, I use this color in almost every single eye look, because it's just a really good color. It's a soft matte brown. If you don't have this color yet, highly, highly urge you to get it. Under here, RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find all the makeup. And we're going to take the shade Astute and floof it through the crease. And this is going to be the color that is blending out. So we're kind of working backwards. We're blending out our eyeshadow before we're done with it. Exactly. What do they say? Your cousins are more, or your eyebrows are more like cousins, not sisters, not twins. All right. So we're just going to apply into the crease until we like the depth that we've created, which honestly, this is actually a really pretty eye look all by itself. Really makes your eyes pop. All right. And then I'm going to take the liner brush and I'm going to grab the shade Marvelous, which is just a really dark brown, this color right here. And then underline my lower lash with this. This is actually a really easy trick too if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on your under eye and you want to elude that. So you're just going to underline and it will kind of hide a little bit of that. Also is going to give you more of that sultry eye look, so just keep in mind with that. But this is why we always underline, or I'm sorry, why we always do our eyeliner first, because I'm kind of smoking out the eyeliner and the powder all at once. Just like that. Okay, so now that we have kind of the base of our whole eye look, we're going to go in with the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Willed. This color is really, really pretty. It's more of a matte brick red, and it's very simple to use. We're going to just literally mark our eyelid up all over. I'm going to stop when I get kind of higher up, so it's going to sit on the basis there. And then I'm going to take the cream brush and first go in with this, and I'm kind of like patting it down, and this will blend it out really nicely and really evenly. And then while it dries, I'm going to go in with my fluffy crease brush again, And I'm going to use a little bit more of a firmer hand because the liquid eyeshadows actually dry into a smudge-proof finish, which is perfect if you have fine lines, wrinkles, or oily eyelids. So if you experience your eyeshadow creasing or smudging or just coming off altogether, you're going to love the liquid eyeshadows because they're not going to do that. And boom, finished. Not pretty? I feel like it really draws out your eye color. It's more of like a brick red. I wouldn't really say it's brown. It's like honestly, it's like a brick red. That's the best way to describe it. If you want a brown, there's two shades. There's Ornate and Overt, which are browns in the liquid eyeshadow. And then the liquid eyeshadow is actually on sale in the June special. If you haven't yet grabbed your colors, it's a perfect way to get them on sale. I got it on my eyelashes. I don't have a napkin. Oh, there it is. All right, and then blend, blend, blend. What color eyeshadow for brunette? Honestly, this color would look good on no matter what color your eye or your hair color was. It's just a really good matte eye look. I feel like this is a really good one too to take from day to nighttime. So say you're going out somewhere or you wanted something for very universal. This one is going to be a really good one for that because you can easily add a little bit of shimmer on the lid or a little bit of shimmer on the inner corner to totally change up the look. Just going to add a little bit more. Go in with the cream brush. And this will just darken it up a little bit. But honestly, if you haven't yet grabbed the brushes from Younique, the fluffy crease brush and the cream brush are two that I use every single day in all eye looks and are very, very useful. I love how they both aren't like overly fluffy or overly tapered. They're a really good compromise of both. Okay. Not pretty? So easy. So easy. What color liquid eyeshadow for dark brown eyes? To make them really, really pop, I would probably go with the shade Reverent. I feel like the shade Willed is really, really pretty on everyone, but especially on people with like blue or gray or like hazel eyes. And then if you have a darker eye color like green or brown, the shade Reverent really is a good one to make your eyes pop. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with our setting spray. Spray it all over. Okay, and what this is going to do, it's going to add moisture into our foundation, which helps it to expand and look so much more natural on our skin. Going to make a big difference. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the lash primer and apply this all over. And what this is going to do is it's going to hydrate our lashes, but it's also going to give us really good length. So if you are struggling with your eyelashes having that length, or maybe you're having trouble putting on your mascara and it getting everywhere, this is a really good product to kind of lift those lashes up and away from your eyelid. So when you go in with your mascara, it's not going to get all over the place. Another tip too is to go in first with the smaller wand and do one base of this. So what this is going to do is it's going to pull, again, those lashes away from your eyes. So that way when you go in with the bigger wand, you aren't having to try to reach really close to your eye and mess up your eyeshadow. So we're going to go in first with the little wand of the Twisted Mascara, which this mascara is phenomenal. One has this teeny tiny little wand. How fancy. And we're going to go in with the bigger one now and go from the base all the way up. And then the back side of the lash as well. And it's, look at that. Just, gosh, this mascara is so phenomenal. This mascara also has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it, so it actually helps your lashes grow while you're wearing it too. And then don't forget the back side. Okay. And you could do as many coats of this as you want. What I love too is this mascara, no matter how many coats you use, it's not going to end up being chunky or spider leggy or anything like that. Okay, so then you're going to take the smaller wand, and then you can do the bottom lash line with this guy, and then you can use this to fine tune the lash look, or if you had to get the inner lashes, it's perfect for that. Makes it so easy. This mascara is game changer. I used to be so worried about the bottom lash line, you leaving like marks and things on my under eye. I worked so hard for my under eye to be perfect, and then the mascara gets on there. This mascara is the only one that doesn't leave a mark on my under eye. Finally, a good one. Yeah, this mascara is great. Amazing for everybody. Okay, so now we're gonna use a lip liner, cheap lip liner, and we're gonna line our lips with this. It's just a NYX lip liner, I think, out of Walmart. It's the shade Natural. Okay. All right. Once you line your lips, then we're gonna go in with the lipstick in the shade Uppity. And this is going to be a little bit darker of a nude. Okay. Not pretty. We're not done yet. And then we're going to go in with the lip gloss in the shade Luxe and give it a top. A glossy finish. Isn't that pretty? Ah, can't go wrong. So gorgeous. I love it. So again, if you need any help picking out your products, make sure to comment color match down below. If you have any questions, if you need help picking out your makeup, your skincare, your hair products, just comment down below and I'll be so happy to help you. And also, since Fancy's here, it reminded me to share, definitely make sure you get your mirrors. This is the one I use, has the super white, like natural light in it. Also has your little magnification. It's like basically a ring light on the go. This one is the one I use in my office. It's called the Gala, and it has all the storage and the height. I love this one. Also turns, swivels all the way back. You guys, it's the best. And then I will actually be going live with Fancy next week, I believe, to reveal something else I've been using in my skincare routine. I'm super excited for that. So make sure to check out my page, Rhea Hope, here on Facebook, and make sure you're following it to catch all of that. Thank you so much. So again, comment color match down below if you need any help picking out your products. Comment skincare with what type of skincare you have if you need any help picking out your skincare. And then if you are needing any help at all, just reach out to me here on Facebook and make sure you're following my Facebook, Rhea Hope. Give it a big thumbs up and also make sure you follow, and then make sure that you go to my Instagram, which is also called Rhea Hope, and go give it some love. But I love you guys. I'll see you soon. My code for Fancy is Rhea15, and I'll go ahead and leave you guys the link down below. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.